The first sound isn't wind. It's the absence of it. The town lies under a pale, quiet sky, as if it's been waiting for a very long time. The streets are straight and empty, their edges softened by dust. Buildings stand intact, not ruined, not repaired. They're just paused. I stop at the edge of the road and just listen. Nothing answers. The air feels dry, thin, almost weightless. Sunlight rests on the rooftops without any real warmth, like a light left on in an empty room. I step forward, and the sound of my own footsteps feels intrusive, way too loud for a place like this. Some places feel abandoned. This one feels unfinished. I move deeper into the town, slowly, completely aware of how far sound carries when there's nothing to interrupt it. Each step seems to echo longer than it should, then fades away into a silence that feels deliberate. It's as if the town is allowing me to be here. For now. The houses are open, not broken into, just open. Doors hang slightly ajar, caught between decisions. Curtains rest perfectly still against the windows, frozen in the middle of a sway. Inside, the rooms are clean. Furniture is still where it was last used. The tables are bare, but not dusty. I stand in one doorway and just wait. The temperature inside is cooler, steady. The smell is faint, almost neutral, like paper that's been left untouched for years. I can almost imagine people moving through these rooms once, speaking softly, careful not to disturb something they couldn't quite name. On one wall, a clock has stopped. Not at some dramatic hour, just a minute past 3. It's then I notice how quiet my own breathing sounds, how even that feels out of place here. I step back outside, and the silence follows me. It stretches, adapts, and refuses to break. The street leads toward a central square. As I walk, I start to notice patterns. Repetition. Every single building faces the same direction. Every window is the exact same height. It feels intentional, controlled, designed for order. There are no signs, no warnings, no explanations at all. The square opens up slowly, revealing a dry fountain at its center. The stone is cracked, but stable. There's no vandalism, no decay beyond what time itself has done. Benches sit evenly spaced, just waiting. I decide to sit down on one. The surface is cool through my clothes. I end up staying there longer than I planned, just listening to the empty space all around me. The silence here has layers. There's a deep bass, heavy and constant, and then above it, something thinner, almost like a held breath. I start to feel like I'm being watched, not by eyes, by a presence. The longer I remain still, the stronger the feeling grows. It's as if my movement is what was keeping the balance. I find the municipal building on the far side of the square. Inside, the air changes again. It's cooler, denser. My footsteps echo softly against the tiled floors. The sound lingers for a moment, then just disappears up into the ceiling. File cabinets line the walls. The labels are still attached. Names, dates, ordinary things. I open one of the drawers. Inside, documents are neatly stacked, untouched. The last entries are careful, precise. There's no sense of urgency, no final note. I flip a page, then another. Everything stops at once, not gradually, not fading away. It just stops. The realization settles in slowly. This town didn't collapse. It didn't fail. It wasn't destroyed. It was paused. The building suddenly feels smaller. The silence thicker. I close the drawer and step back, uneasy with how quietly the room accepts the action. Outside, the light has shifted. Clouds are moving slowly overhead, dimming the town without casting any shadows. The colors are flattening. Beige becomes gray. White becomes dull. Then I notice something. My shadow is the only one moving. The windows reflect the street, but they don't reflect me. I stop and test it, stepping closer to a window, then backing away. The reflection stays the same, empty, still. My skin prickles, not from cold, but from recognition. A subtle understanding that I'm not fully part of this place, that something here is refusing to acknowledge me. The silence tightens. I hear a sound behind me. It's soft, indistinct, not footsteps, more like fabric brushing against itself. When I turn around, there's nothing there. The sound doesn't repeat, but the space feels altered, as if something just adjusted its position. At the edge of town, I find the road leading out. It stretches straight and clean, disappearing into the flat land beyond. Tire marks fade just past the last building. No recent tracks, no sign of anyone returning. I stand there, considering it. Leaving would be easy. One decision, one direction. The road offers certainty, but behind me, the town remains silent, open, patient. I realize then that no one was forced to stay here. They could have left at any time. The road was always available, so why did they hesitate? A question just sits there, heavy and unanswered. I turn back toward the buildings, knowing the choice has already been made for me. I enter a smaller house near the square. Inside, it's a single room, a chair, a desk. A notebook rests open on it, its pages yellowed but intact. The handwriting is careful, controlled. I read it slowly. The entries speak of routine. The weather, repairs, the silence. The same words repeat over and over, day after day. Quiet, still, waiting. Near the end, the writing changes. The letters tighten up. The lines grow closer together. One sentence stands alone on the final page. We stayed because it felt wrong to leave. I close the notebook. The sound is louder than I expected. For a moment, I am sure I hear another sound answering it. A shift. A subtle realignment of the space around me. The room feels smaller now. Or maybe I am. The sky darkens faster than it should. The streetlights don't turn on. The windows remain black voids. The town absorbs the night without any resistance. I'm standing in the square again, feeling the weight of it all settle in. The darkness here isn't threatening. It's deliberate. I understand, then, that this place doesn't trap people. It convinces them. It offers quiet, stillness, a relief from movement and choice, from change. Staying becomes easier than leaving. Silence becomes preferable to answers. I can feel it working on me. Slowly, gently, I take a step back, then another. I'm fighting the pull, not with fear, but with memory, with motion, with sound. As I reach the edge of the square, I look back one last time. For just a moment, I think I see someone standing near the fountain, not moving, not watching me, just present. Then the darkness settles completely, and the town is empty again. I leave before dawn. The road accepts me without comment. As the town fades behind me, the air grows lighter. Sound returns. The wind brushes against my skin. When I stop and look back, the town just blends into the horizon. Ordinary, unremarkable, easy to miss. I know now how places disappear, not by force. Not by fire, but by offering a stillness so complete, so gentle, that leaving feels like a mistake. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Until then, stay curious.